Hi guys, today's topic is 5 ingredients for a successful employee ambassador program. You know, I might be dating myself here, but remember when digital marketing was called e-commerce marketing? To say things have changed is an understatement. With 90% of American adults having a cell phone and Facebook hosting over 1.5 billion active monthly users, the digital space landscape, should I say, and the way we conduct commerce is forever changed. That's why it's becoming more critical than ever for communicators and marketers to leverage all possible means available. At my brand, we're looking for the most effective ways to maximize our story and messaging in digital channels. And so, about a year and a half ago, we identified our employees as a really prodigious opportunity to help drive awareness of our brand, and we launched an employee ambassador program which we named Get Social. But it was more than mobilize employees as advocates, and it's more than really social media channels too. We wanted to start a movement to embed social media into our very culture, so we designed a multi-year campaign to achieve this. The Get Social movement can really be categorized into 5 buckets. So the Get Social movement is employee education, which builds a foundation for ambassadors and helps them to avoid pitfalls. It was important for us to create social media guidelines, in particular for our employees, as a starting point. And we wanted to provide fun and easy, intuitive tools like do's and don'ts and a workflow chart, both shown in a blog post that's available on averydennison.com/blog. So employees would have clear steps and protocols for reaching and reacting to content in digital and social media channels. These and other resources were included in those social media guidelines. So it's a very robust document to say the least. Secondly, it was Get Social is really about employees' knowledge of major platforms provided through a variety of informal resources like policies or required tutorials. This can be seen through a comprehensive document we've named the Social Media What to Know Guide, as well as a set of basic to advanced educational videos we've launched throughout the year and that are planned for the years to come actually. And third, it's Get Social is employees sharing and having a little bit of fun. If employees are taking the time to give us insight and sharing the brand's message, we have an obligation to share back those insights with them. It's also reminding employees through different internal promotional vehicles such as flyers in hallways and elevators, email marketing, etc. I think one of the interesting things we've done is we've developed infographics which we share with our employees. Using the same data from that infographic, we've developed visuals and encouraged employees to share them within their own networks. And this is where it really gets exciting, because you'll notice we never tell employees to ask for the sell. That's not the essence of social media. However, we are providing fun visuals to help engage and influence others and help incorporate our brand into the conversation in a positive way. And also a non-obtrusive, fun way, by the way. And therefore, it really makes our brand part of the conversation. Fourth, Get Social is centralizing all these great tools and resources into one easy, intuitive, and secure place. It seems obvious, but time and time again, I've found that when people get busy and they have a variety of priorities, it's really difficult to remember to centralize these resources into a repository for employees in a very unique and intuitive way. And finally, Get Social is employee branding and a chance to become a thought leader in our fields. We have incentives in place to place rewards to those that contribute compelling content, and early on we realized the need for a platform to tell our stories both internally and externally. So we incorporated this blog into our movement. And some of you might be asking, why a blog? Easy. It generates leads, adds to our SEO value or rank relevancy, it enhances the web consumer experience, and it facilitates better customer service. And most importantly, it allows us to maximize our rented channels like Facebook and LinkedIn. We put a ton of investment into building these networks out, but at the end of the day, we don't own that technology, that platform, etc. And frankly, these probably will go away at some point, be replaced by the next shiny penny. So it's important to really maximize those rented channels, and I want to be very clear on that. The Content Marketing Institute claimed that a whopping 93% of B2B organizations rely on content marketing for brand building and demand generation. WebDAMSolutions.com found that 78% of CMOs think custom content is the future of marketing. So how are we differentiating our blog at Avery Dennison? I would argue we're already telling our story through our websites. We wanted the blog to do something different, to do something we've never done before. To tell our story through the eyes and stories of our employees. So everything I just mentioned involved one key word: employees. That is the X factor, and that is the key to our digital success. After all, as I mentioned earlier, my brand has over 25,000 potential brand investors ready to spread the word. Why wouldn't we want to leverage that opportunity? I thought I would go off on a slight tangent as well. A few months back, we started to think, well, what if our senior leadership team were inspired and mobilized to be part of the story? Well, that's exactly what we're doing. When you see the facts, a leadership mobilization strategy can benefit a firm by helping to acquire new talent, retaining the overall workforce, and building a social organization, which is, by the way, essential to innovation, branding, and differentiation. Did you know that 68% of Fortune 500 CEOs had no social presence whatsoever, not even on LinkedIn? That sounds like an opportunity knocking at the door. Still not convinced? You might be wondering, what are the benefits? Well, leadership mobilization helps to set the tone for a social business. It builds your own brand as a thought leader and expert. It puts a face on your brand and company. For example, Richard Branson for the Virgin brand is the stepchild, the poster child, should I say, for an amazing leader that has put a brand face on their brand. And he's done a great thing at really creating opportunities to allow their audience to listen and learn, to open a new channel for communication such as crisis, etc. So we think we're on the right track, but we weren't the only ones. In January of last year, Smart Insights included our brand and 3 other B2B brands on an article titled 4 Inspirational Examples of B2B Companies Harnessing the Power of Social Media for B2B Marketing. That was a long sentence. Even more recently, we were humbled with the award of the best use of digital technology to enhance the consumer experience by Innovation Enterprise. So in closing, social media is a huge opportunity. The changes it's made to our culture are prolific and have forever altered how people browse, research, and build loyalty for brands. Clearly, it's a huge wave of opportunity, and more importantly, the waves keep coming, and no 2 waves are exactly the same. So if there's one thing I ask that you remember from this video, you can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more digital insights. Thanks.